Welcome to Bible Briefings. Today, we have a story about the conflict between a church and its community. In the heart of the town, Pastor John paced the creaky wooden floors, his brow furrowed with concern over dwindling attendance and financial struggles that threatened the essence of his mission. As he looked out the dusty window, watching the community pass by, he realized that despite the hardships, the strength of faith and unity could still light the way forward. John's resolve strengthened. He would find a way to bring his flock back together. Pastor Don Hamilton stood before his congregation, a warm light illuminating his face. "My friends," he began, his voice steady yet filled with emotion, "we have been called to uplift one another in faith, regardless of the adversities we face." He felt the support of his community surrounding him, solidifying his resolve to fight the fines imposed on their sacred gatherings. "With the guidance of First Liberty Institute," he continued, "we will stand firm in our mission to serve our community." Together, they would navigate this challenge, united in purpose and faith. With every prayer and every gathering, their love for one another would only grow stronger, proving that even in the face of adversity, their commitment to each other and to God would not waver. Last year, the Hamiltons purchased an old church building steeped in history. It had previously served hundreds as a Methodist church for over 60 years. Excited, they renovated it and planned to foster community. As the sun dipped lower in the sky, casting a golden hue over the newly decorated church, the wedding guests buzzed with excitement. Just as the vows were about to be exchanged, a stern knock interrupted the ceremony, sending ripples of confusion through the crowd. The assistant fire chief, standing at the doorway, crossed his arms and eyed the gathering with disapproval, his voice loud and unwavering. "We need to talk about the fire codes before you proceed with any further events." The joyous atmosphere shifted, tension settling like a dark cloud above. Despite their best efforts to explain the nature of their gathering, whispers of discontent spread among the guests, who exchanged worried glances. The couple's joy dimmed, overshadowed by the looming threat of legal ramifications. "This is just a special event, not an event, see?" One of the bridesmaids murmured, attempting to restore calm, while the assistant fire chief remained resolute, shaking his head. The couple, deeply disheartened, knew they had to act quickly. They reached out to their legal counsel, hoping to articulate their case clearly and emphasize their right to serve the community. As their dreams hung in the balance, they vowed to fight for their purpose and defend their church. Pastor Hamilton, feeling the weight of the situation, gathered his congregation to explain the challenges they faced. "We're doing everything we can to resolve," he said, his voice steady yet filled with concern. "But for now, we must comply and adapt as we await guidance from the town." The congregation nodded, knowing the importance of their space. Determined to make the best of their situation, Pastor Hamilton organized smaller group meetings. Despite the challenges, the spirit of the congregation remained strong as they learned to cherish their time together, no matter how limited it was. With hope and perseverance, they looked forward to the day when their church could once again welcome its whole community, united in faith and purpose. Consequently, the church faced fines totaling $4,500 for hosting multiple weddings, many for family and friends. This situation raised questions about the limitations placed on religious practices versus commercial activities. First Liberty Institute argues that the Township's actions infringe on the Church's First Amendment rights, highlighting the stark contrast in how local businesses are treated compared to this church. As tensions rise, the church community prepares for a critical response from Windsor Township. Pastor Johnson, visibly frustrated, gathers the congregation for an emergency meeting. "We cannot let our voices be silenced any longer," he declares, passion igniting his words. Members nod in agreement, their determination palpable. "It isn't just about it. It's about our rights and the very purpose of our church," he continues, his tone unwavering. The room fills with murmurs of support, a collective resolve forming as they strategize how to advocate for their freedom to worship and serve the community. As the church members unite in their cause, Pastor Johnson concludes the meeting with a rallying cry. "We stand as one," he states, "not only for our church, but for the right to express our faith without fear." The congregation leaves with a renewed sense of hope, ready to fight for their freedom. In a world where faith and freedom sometimes clash with regulations, Pa Hamilton's journey is a powerful reminder of the importance of community support, perseverance, and the upholding of constitutional rights. If you believe in protecting religious freedoms and want to stay updated on this case, consider signing up for CBN newsletters for more stories that matter to you. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to the Bible News and Worship Network channel right here on YouTube.